What is going on, everybody? Thank you for clicking the link. This is your boy Crisis 20. Today, guys, you will be learning a fire build that I call fire. Okay, it's all about fire gear. It's all about weapons, combos, and aggressiveness if you so desire. I will be showing you guys exactly how to use this build. People that make build videos never show you exactly how to use it, but don't worry, I got you. This is what you guys will be learning today. Okay guys, so let's start with the weapons. One of the main purposes of this build is the Ralner's Blaze. All right, so basically as long as you hit your opponent 5 times, it will ignite the opponent. All right, and that's what you want. You want to put a dot on the opponent. Once you put the dot on them, it's a primer, cause a combo. All right, so key inscriptions: global plus 30% damage and global plus 15% a rifle damage. Before I go into the Gravedigger, just remember, fire causes damage over time, DOTs or dots as we like to call them. Now, they whittle away your enemy's health for a short period of time. Fire is only strong against physical shields and armor, like the Scar Enforcers per se. But for any other opponent that has a shield, fire has a hard time weakening shields. So you have to weaken the shield first before you start doing your fire damage. That being said, this is one of the reasons why I have the Gravedigger for. The Gravedigger is simply here to mow down enemies and get rid of shields. So this way you can use your Ralner's Blaze to ignite the enemy. Key inscriptions is the plus 200% weapon damage and the plus 50% elemental damage, and this is strictly for just when the Gravedigger is equipped. Then next up, another crucial component is the Searing Blast. As long as there is no enemy in front of you, you just hit the melee button and it lets out a fireball. You will see later on in the video why this is important. Key inscriptions: plus 85% shield max, plus 80% shield max, plus 10% a rifle damage, and they're all global. All right, so let's move on to the Focus Seal. So for your Focus Seal, I have Steam Vent. This is a combo automatically because it deals ice and fire damage, so you'll get a combo just using it. But the key inscriptions here is 200% gear damage with this equipped, and the global plus 18% gear recharge. Basically, this Steam Vent is just to add on the combo damage. Next up, we got the Blast Seal. And in my Blast Seal, I have Binary Star. So the reason why I'm using Binary Star is simply because of the 2 flame projectiles. Once you use it, it just travels to all the enemies within the area within a limited time. And also I use my Searing Blast as well. It gives me another projectile to use. So I technically have 3 if you use it right. All right. Key inscriptions: plus 44 gear recharge. That's only bound to this particular ability. 100% gear recharges also binded to this ability. And the last key inscription: global plus 25% repair drop rate. All right, I believe repair drop rate is crucial because when it comes to Grandmaster 3, your health will drop a lot and they'll burn through your shields like nothing, especially because I'm squishy, because I'm a storm. So yeah, I definitely would like my repair drop rate to be up. For my support seal, I have Howling Veil. All right, so pretty much just use this just to block attacks. The key inscriptions: plus 200% gear recharges, that's bound to this Howling Veil, and the global 28% LB recharge. All right. And for the good stuff, guys, so let's go to my components. And first up, we have Token of the Pupil. I simply have this to increase the number of combo chains by 2, and also because LB increases RB damage by 60% for 10 seconds. This is always a plus when it comes to storms. Key inscription: global plus 30% ultimate speed. Then I have Symbiotic Surge. This increases my armor by a large amount every time I pick up a repair pack. It increases my damage by 50% for 10 seconds. And the key inscriptions are the global 90% armor max and the global 10% combo chains. And you always want to have this attached to your storm because you don't want them to feel so squishy. Then I have soften blows to increase my shields by a large amount. And then it increases my damage resistance by 75% for 5 seconds when shields run out. Key inscription, global plus 100% armor max. So this is another component you need to have in order for you not to feel so squishy as well. Then I have thermal cooling. Now for thermal cooling, honestly, I just did this for the theme of the build. Since I was doing the fire build, I was like, you know what, let me just throw a little thermal cooling in there. But in actuality, I'm really using it for the key inscriptions. So plus 95% armor max, and that's global, and the global plus 13% gear damage. So honestly, you guys can kind of put anything more useful in here, but you guys can kind of figure it out and kind of put whatever you want in this particular spot. Then I have Mark of Ruin. Increases fire damage by 5% and fire effect by 5%. After applying a status effect, it increases fire damage by 50% for 5 seconds. Key inscription, plus 25% repair drop rate. Then I have emergency power, which gives me more damage for my ultimate. And also, if my armor is critically damaged, it automatically refills my ultimate meter, so that way I can use it. And this can only occur every 120 seconds. Key inscription is the global plus 23% weapon damage. All right, now the sigils that you'll need are the combo sigil, the fire sigil, and the gear sigil. All right, so now I'm gonna tell you guys how to use my build. First, I use my Searing Blast. Make sure there isn't an enemy close to you, because if there is, your storm will teleport towards the enemy and hit him with the melee. Now, I'm not sure if the fireball still comes out even though you hit the opponent with the melee. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen it come out, but I'm just going off of what I see. All right, let's get back on track here. So, Searing Blast, then follow it up with Binary Star. Use it twice. Get that out there twice, right? Then you want to follow it up with Steam Vent. By using Searing Blast and Binary Star, this should melt most of your enemies. I mean, as long as they don't have a shield, this should melt them. As you can see in this video, all I'm doing is just Searing Blast and Binary Star, and it's already depleting more than 80% of their health. And then I just drop them with the Steam Vent. So pretty much your Steam Vent is just to finish them off. Now, as you can see in the video, when you use Binary Star, it bounces from opponent to opponent, and it just goes back and forth in some cases. As long as there are two enemies nearby each other, they're just going to go back and forth, and that will melt most of your enemies. So this right here is pretty much the go-to. Now, once your abilities are on cooldown, you then want to use your Rounder's Blaze to just shoot the enemy and then get them ignited again. By this time, you should have either your melee back or your Binary Star back, and then you just rinse and repeat. So Searing Blast, Binary Star as much as possible, and then finish them off with Steam Vent. You can go aggressive. You can hit them with the Balner's Blaze, get them ignited, run to them, and then hit them with the melee to cause a combo. And obviously, I'll use the Gravedigger if they have a shield, and wear that shield down, flip it to my Balner's Blaze to cause a combo. All right, so that is how I use my fire build. I hope you guys learned something from this, and if you guys enjoyed this, subscribe, leave a comment, let's talk. I'll do some more videos if you like what you see. If you guys need assistance on managing your inventory, check this video out coming up on your screen. It's all about how to stop hoarding weapons, gear, and components, and manage your inventory properly. All right, till next time, I'll catch you guys at another Anthem tutorial. Peace.